Welcome back to the Conversations with Friends podcast. I'm your host, Bree, and every week my goal and mission is to make sure that you guys know that I'm trying to create a community where we can have the necessary conversations that we so desperately need to have. This week, I have with me a girl boss. I'm going to let her go ahead and introduce herself.
Hey, everybody. I'm Destiny Lene. I am the co-owner of Girl Boss Suites Houston.
Hey, Destiny. So I like to start it off with doing like a little icebreaker, this or that, so we can just, get the nerves out.
Okay.
Get the juices flowing. It's just going to be like rapid fire.
Okay.
Hot or cold?
Cold.
Yeah, I like cold too.
Yeah.
Indoors or outdoors?
Actually, I'm kind of in between, but if I had to choose, outdoors.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You like to go camping and stuff?
I don't know about camping. However, I do like being at the beach and stuff like that. So.
Okay, yeah. I'm with you on the beach. Sweet or savory?
Sweet. I like my candy and my bakes and cakes.
Sweet girl.
And stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Simple or glam?
I'm simple.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too these days. I mean, I like here and there getting a little dressed up, but I mean, keep be simple and comfortable.
Just comfortable. Yes, that's the main thing.
Comfortable. Makeup or natural?
I don't know much about doing no makeup, so all I know is lip liner and lipstick, so natural.
Okay. That's easy enough. Words or actions?
Definitely actions.
All day.
Words can say one thing and they can do something totally different.
That is true. Don't they do it? So you rather dine in or dine out?
Dining out. I like to try new places.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but I cook, however, but if I had to choose, dine out. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Flats or heels?
Flats.
Yes.
I'm a tennis shoe person, so flats.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Passion or money?
Passion, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plans or surprises?
Surprises.
Okay. Honesty or loyalty?
Loyalty.
Okay. Safety or opportunity?
Safety. Safety.
Yeah, that's what you like. That's what you like.
Uh-huh.
Okay, this is going to be the last one. Corporate or entrepreneurship?
Entrepreneurship. Yeah. I don't like being tied to nobody's time or what needs to be done.
I know that's right. I'm with you. I second that.
Yeah.
So I want to start with just you telling me a little bit about yourself, like where you're from, like a little bit about your background, all that good stuff.
Well, I am originally from Houston, of course, born and raised in 3rd Ward, graduated from Yates. I have my master's, working on my PhD. Like I said, I am the co-owner of Girl Boss Suites. I have a trucking business. I do business management. The list goes on. I can go on and on, but I won't bore y'all with the long story.
She does all the things.
Yes.
Hence the girl boss that we got here. So how long have you been doing the trucking company?
So
do you drive trucks too?
Look, I ain't never drove a truck a day in my life, to tell you this and that, and I have no desire to drive a truck. I just like to collect the check.
I know that's right.
Sometimes I do the dispatching, but I've recently hired a company to do the dispatching.
Okay.
That way, it takes a lot of pressure off of me. So praise the Lord.
Everybody.
Yeah. But no, I started my trucking company in 2019. I was in an accident and had some money, and I didn't want to just be one of those cliche persons that just missed the money off doing stupid stuff. So the easiest thing for me was to just buy a truck and get into trucking.
Okay.
And it was the best decision I ever made.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. How is it going for you?
It's going very good. Very good, believe it or not. Although, the gas prices and everything have went up, but I don't have no complaints.
Yeah. Best decision, huh?
Yes, yeah. Absolutely.
I feel you. What were you doing before the trucking company?
So for the trucking company, I was actually working, I was doing network marketing. It was a credit repair company. Mm-hmm. I was one of the regional vice presidents. However, when COVID hit, it kind of plummeted.
Really?
So that took away my little money, and I was literally getting like $4,000 to $5,000 a week. So I was just like, what am I do?
Girl,
what am I
'cause
do?
that's a serious adjustment.
Yeah, definitely a serious
Mhm.
adjustment. But the trucking company started, and I was like, okay, this
That's
can
awesome to say.
work.
Thank
This
God
can
that
work.
happened, at the right time, huh?
It definitely happened at the right time because I wouldn't have known what to do. I wouldn't have known what to do.
Look at God.
Exactly.
He's preparing you, child.
Yeah, because my little feelings was hurt.
Girl. So besides the trucking company, you say you did what else? Project management or what?
So I do business management.
Business management.
I have a lot of clients that come to me and say, "Hey, my business is struggling. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. Help me out." So I basically help them get to the next level or figure out where they stuck at in their business to make it successful.
So I need to call you.
You got my number.
I will be calling.
Okay.
I'm in the season of trying to scale my business and get it to grow larger, and me take a step back from every day being behind the chair and do some more things that can bring me in money that I don't have to really work for with my hands.
Right. Oh,
yeah, that's what I'm trying to do now.
We got you. Just call us.
I'm going to call you, girl. I'm going to call you. So business management, the trucking company, and then you are the co-owner of Girl Boss Suites. Houston.
Yeah.
Okay. What is Girl Boss Suites Houston?
So Girl Boss Suites is a co-working space for women in business. We basically all things women, all things business. It's resources, whatever we can do to help women that desire to be entrepreneurs or are already entrepreneurs, whatever that looks like for them. So even if it's just helping them get their business started, trying to find funding, trying to find grants, holding classes, networking events, different type of stuff. So whatever it looks like that the everyday woman that desires or wants to be an entrepreneur needs, that's what we do at Girl Boss Suites.
That's nice. Yeah. That's nice. They have sounds like it's like a hub for somewhere, for somewhere somebody that needs to be in business or wants to be in business. Y'all can do it all for them.
Pretty much.
That's pretty good. How was that vision birth, the Girl Boss Suites?
So it actually came from one of the founders, Tiara. It started in Atlanta. So her and Shayna started in Atlanta, and then of course she branched here to Houston, and that's how me and her met, and I became one of the owners here in Houston. But it was basically Tiara's vision. She had a vision because she's just like, I need somebody to help me get where I needed to be. So basically she created what she needed. And of course, when she thought about it, I mean, a lot of women need the exact same stuff.
The same thing. That's true, because it's like, I know, like with me being in business, it's like, there wasn't no blueprint for me. And unfortunately, during the time where I feel like I was starting my business, people weren't really, it was like, I feel like we're starting to get out of that crab in the bucket mentality, but that's what it was back then. And you reach out to start asking certain people, and people wouldn't tell you their secrets and wouldn't share much with you.
Yeah. And that's it's funny that you said that, because when Tiara first moved to Houston, she kept asking me stuff like that. I'm like, girl, it's sad to say, but unfortunately in Houston, it just seems like everybody hold their hand, and not a lot of women want to share, oh, well, this is where I got this resource, or this is how I got here. But it's just like, it's enough of us to eat. It's enough for everybody to eat. So why try to hide it?
Right. I feel like some of the girls, my friends I met in cosmetology school, when we were graduating and first starting our businesses, we just were there for each other and trying to help each other with, like, whatever I found out, I'm sharing it. Whatever they finding out, they sharing it. And so we kind of helped build each other up and create our own little community. And it was never no competition either. So that was something good about it. But I didn't really, I was on a panel recently about entrepreneurship. And one of the questions was, did you have a mentor, and why or why not? And that was my answer. I'm like, back then, it's like the folks wasn't trying to help.
So that's why we started the whole collaboration over competition series that we do every other few months or so, because it's just like, that's what we're here for. I mean, what's the point? I mean, of course, a little healthy competition is fine. Yeah. But it's just like just being a hairstylist like you are, it's just, you can't fix all 2,000 people at one, at one time.
Exactly.
So it's just like,
Why
okay,
not
if I
share?
know, right, but you still eating at the same time, but it's just, people just
crazy.
Yeah.
Tell me more about the collaboration over competition.
So it's just basically, we just get all the women together, entrepreneurs together, and we just network, see how the next person can help you. Maybe it's just an idea that they have that you might be able to help them with, or you just come together and see how we can basically bounce ideas off each other and help each other, instead of just holding them in and just like, oh no, I'm not telling her nothing because she might steal my stuff. But it's really to see how the next woman can help you, or you can help her. So
this is like an in-person event that y'all do? Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all have to let me know next time so I can come. I wanted to talk a little bit about passion and purpose and how important that is in business. I feel like I started doing hair because of my aunt had a hair salon, and I told y'all a few times about that when I was growing up. And so I kind of grew up in her salon and planning hair and stuff like that. And so that was something that I had a love for since I was young. And I developed a passion for it over the years when I was younger, but I live in the passion now. But now I also feel like outside of my passion, I feel like it was kind of like a calling, like I was purposed to do what I do, but not because of just the hair aspect. It's like talking to women and us pouring into each other and me helping to lift them up and encourage them. And so I just wanted to know about, like, how has this served you?
So it's our vision for Girl Boss Sweets is actually where her passion meets her purpose.
Okay.
So it's like, this is your passion, and if this is your purpose and this is what you want to do, then it's going to flourish.
Yeah.
No matter if you have 5 clients or if you have 500 clients. If that's your passion, you're going to make sure that you work at it. And you're going to make sure that it flows through.
And that is true. Right. That is true, because you're going to have... I feel like if you don't have any passion, like if it's just about the money... Yeah,
you're not going to enjoy it.
It ain't going to drive you.
Yeah, it's not at all. And then... I always say, if it's something that is your actual passion, you're going to enjoy it. Of course, you're going to have days where you just drain, and you, as an entrepreneur, you just like, look, I'm tired. I need a break. However, if that's your passion, you're going to enjoy it, and you're going to love doing what you do.
That is true. Because when you have them down times, you're going to need that passion to push you, to keep going. For real. I heard something the other day. I was listening to a YouTube video. I think it was the guy who wrote... Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Okay. But he was talking about the difference in passion and purpose. And he was saying, like, passion is kind of like self-serving. It's something, a love of yours, a joy of yours. Like, you do it because you love it. Right. But purpose is kind of something, purpose is something that's like outwardly done, like to reach other people, and that you're kind of called to do. And it's not really, sometimes it might not feel safe, but I feel like, like on the other side of fear, there's always joy.
It's almost like that intuition type thing. So it's just like, if it's your purpose, you're going to automatically be drawn to do it, whether you want to do it or not. You're going to always have that feeling like, okay, I don't want to do it, but
I got to.
You know? So that's what the purpose part of it is. And you combine that with being a passion, and it's something that you love to do, then it's going to flow.
Yep. I agree. So how did you and Tiara meet and get into this partnership that y'all have?
It's so funny because we always laugh and talk about how we met. So I was going through a divorce at the time, and I had a business photo shoot scheduled, and hers was scheduled right before mine. So my friend, when I walked in, of course, I'm in my mood. I'm like, look, I ain't got time for this. Like, y'all running behind. I'm ready to get these photos and get back home.
Yeah.
And of course, Tiara, everybody knows Tiara. She gonna talk to everybody. She gonna smile. She gonna laugh. She gonna talk. And she was trying to talk to me, and I'm just sitting there like, why
to me?
is this lady talking to me. And my friend kept saying, y'all need to meet. I wanted y'all to meet. And I'm just like, can y'all hurry up so I can go and take these pictures and go back home and be in my depression? Like, just let me go. And so she took me up to the space that she had at the time. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, oh, this is really nice. But Tiara said that on my face, she said that my face just kept saying, I don't want to be here. So that was our first meeting. Then the second time we met was at a friend's, they had a little networking thing. Okay. And I came and we talked because I was in a better space. It was like a month or so after that. I was in a better space, headspace then. Yeah. And so we just been kind of inseparable since then.
Yeah. How long ago was that?
So it was right before COVID.
Right before COVID.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right before COVID.
Girl, everything was just aligning for you.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
What do you think makes a good partnership?
So if y'all are able to actually get along and make the partnership thrive, I mean, of course, friends, partnerships, you're not going to always agree. But if you're able to actually healthily have that disagreement without butting heads, it's a good partnership. Yeah. Because I know some days that she's just like, okay, I need a break. Yeah. And when I know she's in one of those moments, then I let her have her moment. And it's vice versa. And it's not like she's just not going to keep calling and saying, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. She gives me that space and she allows me that space. Okay. So it's like if y'all know each other and y'all allow each other that space and are able to actually healthily cohabitate in the partnership, because it's almost like a marriage at that point.
Yeah, especially with a business. Like you married to that business and you got to know how to operate with each other in a healthy way. For sure. I saw somebody I heard one day, they were saying they're partners in the business and they go to therapy together.
We're not that bad. We might go to therapy individually, but we ain't that bad.
They were friends before they started the business, and so that kind of helps. But I think they were saying that sometimes during like the partnership of the business, they don't see eye to eye, and one is really hot-headed. One is really hot-headed, but they're both very strong in their vocals and is gonna say what's going on. And I guess they needed a way to diffuse.
The funny thing is, we don't really butt heads a lot. No. We don't.
That's good.
I mean, of course, we have our moments where sometimes we might have an event or we have an idea and she wants to do it this way. And I'm just like, nah, T, I don't really like it. But at the end of the day, I know if it's an idea that she has, most likely 9 times out of 10 it's going to be good. And then vice versa. Yeah. So I just be like, okay, I don't like it, but I'm going to agree to it. And same for me. So.
That's good. It seems like it's very even. Yeah. How do y'all get over like a moment that's kind of like you just really like I don't agree and I'm sticking to it?
So, which is very rare, but when we do have those moments, she knows when I done had those moments because I might send her a 1-word text or a 1-word answer, and she like, okay, so we'll give each other like a day or two. But then after that day or two, then it's just like, okay.
So y'all know each other.
Right, pretty much.
And I think it's kind of what it's sounding like is I feel like when you know yourself too, like when you come to a place where you are, I don't want to say healed, not saying that you come from trauma or anything.
Girl, tell it what it is. I didn't come from trauma.
I just feel like when you, because I feel like we all done had some. But like when you know who you are as a person and you're like matured and you live and stand in who you are, I feel like it's easier for you to operate in relationships with other people.
Yeah. However, it's more of a mutual respect type thing. Okay. So it's just like, hey, I know Dee done been through this. I know this nigga got this going on. It's a mutual respect as a friend. Yeah. And as a partnership. So we don't really, like I said, but it's very rare that we have those moments. But like I said, when we do, it's literally a mutual respect. Like, hey, I go through stuff. Let me give Dee her time because I know how it is when I go through stuff. Or vice versa. When I know Tiara is having a moment, I let her have her moment. And we just come back together a day or two, and then it's like nothing happened.
Yeah. That's real mature.
Yeah.
I think, okay, so you came to me with this idea to do this episode from us being at the Masterminds mixer, right?
Yeah.
And I think I heard Tiara speak about wanting to do like different locations. Is that something that you're going to be involved in as well?
Yeah, so we actually just started an affiliate program too. So it's more so of anybody. Like we have a lot of people that come to us and be like, hey, I've always thought about having a co-working space or an event space. And when we tell them how much money you got to put into it, they like, oh, I don't want to do it because I don't have that kind of money.
Okay.
So the affiliate program, it's basically allowing women, it's basically you eat what you kill. So let's just say they invest $150 a month into Girl Boss Suites, then you get your percentage each month based off what you put in.
Okay.
So the idea and the vision is to have multiple locations in multiple cities. But of course, we're trying to build a hub as well for women that have the vision and dream to do it, but don't have the funds.
Yeah. Okay. So that's nice. What do you think? What do you love most about entrepreneurship?
Being able to call my own shots. That, and then so for me, I thrive on knowing that I'm helping other women. That's my thing. Because I know how it was for me trying to build a lot of stuff and try to get into entrepreneurship. And like you said, there was no blueprint. So a lot of stuff I had to figure out and teach myself.
Yeah.
So knowing that I'm able to share what I know and help other women get where they trying to go, that's enough for me.
Yeah. You're doing your part out here in this world. What's one thing that you can say that you don't really like? I was going to say hate, or don't really like about entrepreneurship. What's one con, if you had one?
Jesus. Having to be there when I really don't feel like it. Because, sometimes I just be transparent. Like these last few weeks, I've had a lot going on. Like I lost my cousin.
Sorry to hear that.
2 weeks ago. So it was like, even in that moment, I still had to pull myself together and like, okay, you got to get up because you can't be laying around doing nothing because business is not going to business itself. And
it's like, if you don't show up, then your business is going to go down. It's like you are responsible for everything.
Exactly.
I think that's the one that I don't like either. Because it be days, I just like... I might be going through something personal in my life too, and it's like, okay, I really don't want to talk to nobody.
Yeah.
But I gotta talk to somebody.
Look, trust me, I know, because even when that happened, I wanted to put all phones on Do Not Disturb or even just turn them off. But I'm like, look, Destiny, you can't turn the phones off. Just put them on Do Not Disturb and just take your day or so. But that day or so probably turned into 2 or 3 days. And I'm like, okay, it's been 2 or 3 days. You need to get your butt up.
No more.
Like, yeah. So
yeah, that's one thing that I used to at first just push myself, but I have now allowed myself to take the time. Because I think you can run yourself thin and then you're not even producing or like at 100%. Like,
look,
you can. Trust
me, I know. Because even, like I said, it's been a lot for me lately. Like I lost my grandmother in November and I was literally the one doing everything for her. So doing everything for her, taking her back and forth to the doctors and still trying to run my business and stuff. So when she passed, I literally completely shut down. And then when I thought about it, I was just like, Destiny, your business is plummeting. What are you doing?
Yeah.
So I literally had to get up, even in the midst of grieving, and just like, okay, I got to get my stuff together. Because if not, you really going to have some shit that you got to get together.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I've been there. I was, after I had lost my dad, I was like planning in the business of planning his funeral and doing all of those things. And so it was like, and like, grief come in different stages.
Oh, believe me, I know.
And it's different kinds of ways that you grieve. And so I think in the beginning I was in the anger part and not really in the sadness. And then it was like the sadness hit months later. And when that time came, it was like, I was literally, and I shared this with some of my clients before, I was literally in such a deep depression that I couldn't get out the bed. The only thing that was making me get out the bed was my kids. And I knew I had to take them to school. But then I was going to take them to school and come right back.
Yeah.
And get in the bed. Then go pick them up and come.
I literally just made a reel about that, was it last week? Because that was literally me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was just like I had not really grieved my grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like it just literally just hit me out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And for a week straight, like, I was literally in my bed. Like, I didn't leave my house.
Yeah.
My mama kept calling every day. You all right over there? You good? I'm like, Mama, I'm just in the bed. Like, just, I don't feel like doing nothing. I don't want to go nowhere. And it was bad. But at the end of the day, like I said, when I started thinking about it, I'm just like, okay, you had your little pity time. You had your little grief time, but you still got to get up, because if you don't, it's not going to be good.
Girl, I was over here canceling appointments. I'm like, because it's like, that's my bread and butter. You know, if I don't work, I don't make money.
Right.
But at the same time, I just couldn't, because, you know, my job is I have to really talk to people.
Right.
And a lot of times I feel like I'm in a counseling session for them.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, I can't even pull myself together. I can't talk to anyone right now.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it could only go on for so long.
See, that's me sometimes too when doing some of these business sessions, because it's just like, yes, this is about business, but you know, they got a whole lot of other stuff, because the biggest thing I want to know, what's your why? Mm-hmm. And then when you ask what your why is, then that becomes, this happened to me as a kid. And I'm just like, okay, I'm sitting here, I'm listening. I don't want to be rude, but it's just like, okay, can we get back to, you know? Mm-hmm. But it literally always turns into a counseling session. So trust me, I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have children?
I don't.
You don't? Okay. I wanted to ask you, what do you see for the future of Girl Boss Suites?
So, like you said, Tierra said, we are looking to move into different cities. Our goal is to at least help 1 million women in business get to where they need to be and thrive. Okay. Yeah. And
y'all could do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can do anything that you put your mind to. Well, that's big, and I like big.
Yes.
I like big. How can other girl bosses get involved with you guys?
So you can always hit us in the DM. You can email us. A lot of people have our email, our personal phone numbers. If you have a business idea, or if you just want to collaborate with us on an event or anything, we're always open to it.
Okay, and I'll make sure that I'm going to put all y'all's information in the description box so they can have a direct link on contacting y'all. Yes. So I want to ask you, who is your inspiration right now?
So I used to always say that it was my family, which is kind of cliche. However, my family is my inspiration, but at this moment, myself.
Okay.
Because it's like a lot of stuff. I owe myself a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. And it's based on past hurts and stuff that's happened in the past. So it's just like, okay, you got a lot of people that have stolen a lot of happiness or moments from you. So you owe yourself a lot of stuff.
Yeah, so that's beautiful.
Myself.
That's been kind of the running theme here lately. I've been asking everybody this question, and it's been like ourselves, but I think it's just the season that we in right now.
It's definitely the season for me, because like I said, after going through a divorce, losing my grandmother and a lot of other things, so it's just like, it's my me time.
Time to pour into you. Yep, I get it. Who do you seek to inspire?
Any woman that's coming behind me. And not even necessarily the ones coming behind me, because there are a lot of older women that seek or need help with their business too. So really any woman that is seeking and needing mentorship.
Okay. And how do you think that you can get closer to that place of impact that you're seeking?
Every time I meet somebody, because I'm a people's person, believe it or not. So I talk to a lot of people. And when a lot of people, when they get to know us and then they come to Girl Boss Suites, they're always saying, "Oh, I know this person," and they'll give them our Instagram or give them my number and say. And so I get a lot of calls and emails and DMs from somebody saying, "Oh, well, such and such gave me your info. I got this issue. Can you help me?"
Yeah.
So it's really just more so of just being cordial, being nice. It's nothing to speak. It's nothing to say hello.
Yeah, that's true. I've been lately pushing myself to be more outward with folks.
Gotcha.
'Cause, I guess I don't know. I'll be saying that I'm shy, and then people like be like, "Brown, you're not shy." But I guess in the past, I wasn't really like a person that would just go out and just go talk to strangers.
Right.
You know, but also with the business that I am in, and then also with me just growing as a person, I've become more, outward with talking to people and everything.
Gotcha.
And it does get you, you some things.
It really
because I think I felt like I never learned as I was coming up about the power of networking. And then I feel like when I went to college, and I don't know if it's because I guess I was primarily around a whole bunch of Black people when I was growing up. And then I went to a PWI, and I felt like the white people, all they did was network and help each other. And I don't feel like, I guess we had a lot of that in our community growing up. But when I saw that, I was like, and I saw that networking got them places. And I'm like, okay, well, I need to adapt it.
Yeah.
Some kind of way.
The power of networking is very powerful because you just never know who you're going to meet in any room. Like, you really never know.
That is true. That is true. So you have anything else that you want to plug, talk about, tell the people about?
I think that's really us. Oh, so we have a awards gala coming up.
Okay.
So it is September 2nd. We've had a lot of nominations. The nominations actually just closed yesterday. It's for hairstylists, lash techs, overall girl boss, a lot of more categories. So just be on the lookout for that. The link for the voting should go out sometime tomorrow when I finish putting everything together. But yes, we would like to see everybody at the awards gala. The link is up to purchase tickets. So you can go to girlbosssuites.com and get your tickets.
Okay, I like galas. Give me a reason to dress up.
Yeah, so we're doing Grammys theme. So you got to come with your best to this gala. It's going to be at the Post Oak Hilton. So
okay, the pressure is getting worse. All right, well, I want to thank you so much for coming and joining me today.
Thank you for inviting me.
No problem. This was good. I'm all about supporting other women and sharing and spreading light.
Yes.
In that way. So I really do appreciate it. I also want to thank y'all for joining us every Monday. Make sure that you rate, like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what you think about this episode. If you want to keep the conversation going, let me know in the comment box down below. Also, I'm gonna make sure that I link everything so you can find out more about Girl Boss Suites Houston and become an affiliate, because that's what we trying to do. Period. But until next time, we out. Bye, y'all.